Hello guys, in this tutorial we will use what we have already learned to create a calculator using different mathematical operations such as adding, dividing, subtracting and multiplying. And yeah, let's just start. First we will include our IOStream library again, then using name space standards, what we always do. Then our main function, and here you will learn a new data type. We will call it op for operator. A char can store a character. This is what char stands for. So that means that you can save either 7 or a k or even plus or minus, and we will use exactly that. Alright, now that we have created our char variable, we want to calculate with two numbers. So that means we have to create two variables. Double num1 and double num2. I will use a double here since we also want to work with decimal numbers and not just integers. Then we also need a result. Double result. The first thing we're going to do is asking the user to enter an operator, so we know what the user wants to calculate with. So cout, please enter an operator. And we can tell the user what the operators are. We could say plus, minus, multiplying and dividing. Okay. Then the user will be allowed to enter an operator, and we will save this operator in the variable op that we've just declared. After that, we will ask the user to enter both of those numbers that he wants to calculate with. Cout number1, and then he can enter num1. Then number2. After that he can enter num2. Now the user should have entered two numbers. We will now use if statements to see what the user entered. So if op is equal to, and when using a char you need those tiny, it's not semicolons but these here, and yeah, that's different to an integer variable, for example. So if operator is equal to plus, we will say that's the result. And by the way, when there's only one line of code in this if statement, you don't need those curly brackets, so you don't need these. You just save some text, some lines. So if operator is equal to plus, we will say that result is equal to num1 plus num2. Now we will say else if op is equal to minus, result will be equal to num1 minus num2. And I'm just going to copy this because I want to save some time. Multiplying and dividing, and multiplying and dividing. Alright, we have now saved this result. Now we want to print this result. So cout num1, and then we will make a space here. Then op, make another space. num2, make another space, equal, and another space, and now we will enter the result and end line. So now if we run this, it will ask us to enter an operator. For example, I want to use the plus operator. I will add numbers 5 and 7, and it will tell us that our result is 12 and that we have added the numbers 5 and 7. Let's check if that also works for the other operators. Times 2 times 2 equals 4. Divide or minus 10 minus 5 equals 5. And then dividing 10 divided by 5 is 2. We have built our first little project, which was a calculator.